Are you paying high interest on one or more of your credit cards? If so, a 0% balance transfer offer could help you get out of debt sooner. The fact that you're not being charged interest for 12 to 21 months, depending on the card, at least the cards we're talking about in today's video, means that every dollar that you put towards your credit card debt is paying the balance down as opposed to paying a high interest rate. So you'll be able to get out of debt sooner. There's a couple things I want you to keep in mind before deciding to go through with a balance transfer. The very first thing to keep in mind is how long is the term of 0% interest. The cards we're going to talk about in today's video give you 0% interest from 12 to 21 months. The next thing is the balance transfer fee. So most of the cards we're going to talk about today will charge you either $5 or 3%, whichever is larger. There's two cards I'll mention that are charging 5% as opposed to 3%. So just keep that in mind if the extra term or if this is a card that you just have to have is worth paying the extra 2% or not. Also, there's a few other things to keep in mind in terms of when does the actual term start as far as the 0%. So most of them are going to start as soon as you're approved for the card. So that means if you have a balance to transfer, you're going to want to transfer as soon as possible. Even right as you go through the approval process, you can give them your credit card number so that day one or as soon as possible. Next thing to be careful of is how long do you have to make the balance transfer and get the favorable terms. For a lot of the cards, they're going to give you a month or maybe a couple months, so 30, 60, 90, 120 days, where you get the terms of 0% and maybe the 3% balance transfer fee. Now let's get into the best balance transfer cards in 2023. If you want to learn more about any of the cards we talk about in today's video, check out the description below. We have full review videos of a bunch of the cards talked about today. Also, there'll be links to directly apply to any of the cards you may be interested in. The first card we're going to talk about is the Amex Blue Cash Preferred. So this is one of my favorite cashback credit cards. It also has 0% for both purchases as well as balance transfers for the first 12 months. The reason I like this card so much isn't necessarily because of the 0% offer, but because you earn 6% cash back at grocery stores and on streaming, as well as 3% cash back on transit as well as at gas stations. There is an annual fee for the second year and beyond. So there's a card to think about if you're going to be spending in those categories after the first year as well as after the 0% offer. The second card on my list, the Citi Custom Cash Card. Again, one of my top cashback cards. This card does give you 15 months of 0% for both balance transfers and purchases. But the one thing is here, you're going to pay a 5% balance transfer fee as opposed to 3% for most of the other cards. I do really like this card for the 5% cash back you earn on your top spending category on up to $500 per month. That's really why I like this card. The extra 2% in balance transfer fee makes this not the most attractive balance transfer offer, but I want to show you one of the options where if you're not reading the fine print, you may end up being charged an extra 2% for the balance transfer fee. Now we have cards 3 and 4, the Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. With both of these cards, you have 0% on both purchases as well as balance transfers for 15 months. The balance transfer fee is just 3%. These cards differ a bit in terms of the cash back you earn. One has rotating categories of 5%. The other has a minimum floor of earning 1.5% on all other spending versus 1%. We have videos walking you through the details of the cash back. Just know with either of the two cards, 15 months, balance transfer fee at 0%. Now for another rotating category card, the Discover It card. So with the Discover It card, you get 0% for 15 months of both purchases and balance transfers. This card is one of my favorite cards for beginners, where you get 5% cash back on rotating categories and up to $1,500. The first year, they double your cash back. So if you are looking for a balance transfer card and just getting started in the credit card game, this may be a card worth checking out. They do have a pre-approval process that you could go through as well. Now cards 6, 7, and 8 from Capital One. So we have the Saver One, Venture One, and Quicksilver card, each offering 15 months, 0% for both purchases and balance transfers. If I had to choose one of these cards, I would get the Saver One and get 3% cash back on these 4 categories. Card number 9, coming back to American Express with a Blue Cash Everyday card, 15 months, 0% on both purchases as well as balance transfers, and earn 3% cash back for online shopping, grocery stores, and gas stations. Card number 10, the Wells Fargo Active Cash, 15 months, 0% purchases and balance transfers. With this card, you get 2% cash back on all of your purchases. Card 11, we have a direct competitor to the Wells Fargo Active Cash, the Citi Double Cash. Also earn 2% cash back on all of your spending. With this card, you get 18 months of 0% just on balance transfers, not on purchases. The thing to keep in mind with this card is Google the Citi Double Cash card and click on the ad, and you'll see here the $200 welcome offer. If you go to just the normal page of this, you're going to see all the same terms, just not the $200 after spending $1,500. So if you can get some extra money out of it as well, see if you can find this when you're looking for balance transfer offers. Card number 12, the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card. So with this card, 18 months of 0% for both purchases as well as balance transfers. Also with this card, you'll earn 3% cash back in one of these categories, and then 2% cash back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs, 1% for everything else. You earn the 2 and 3% cash back on a combined up to $2,500 per quarter or 10 grand per year. Now we're going to move on to 4 cards that offer 18 months or 21 months for balance transfer offers, but these cards really have no other benefits in terms of cash back or points or anything else. You would only want to get one of these cards in terms of the balance transfer offer. The first of which, card number 13, is the Platinum card from US Bank. With this card, you have 18 months of 0% on both purchases as well as balance transfers. Card number 14, we have the Citi Simplicity card. For this card, you have 21 months of 0% for balance transfers and 12 months for purchases. One of the nice things with this card, as far as the timing of the balance transfer, the 21 months starts from the date of your first transfer, not from the date that you're approved from the card. So this is one of the cards I want to point out that difference, where most of them, the 18, 15, however many months starts when you are approved for the card, not from the date of the first transfer. That's one of the nice benefits of this card. For purchases though, you don't have 0% for the same time frame. It's just a year, 21 months for transfers. Card number 15, also from Citi, the Diamond Preferred card. So this looks very similar to the Simplicity card with one major difference. So you see things are the same in terms of the 12 months for purchases, 21 months for balance transfers, but here you're going to pay a 5% balance transfer fee versus just 3% with a Simplicity card. So if you want 21 months, I would say go with a Simplicity card, not with this option. So those are the best balance transfer cards in 2023. If you want to see my favorite credit cards this year, check out this video right here. Hope to see you in future videos. Bye-bye.